Well, welcome back to Good Day. So, Amanda, a couple weeks ago, Solfood Collective Kitchen's Jacquelyn Jones, she took a look at your fridge and pantry.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us in.
Yeah.
Just to help you make some healthier choices, right? So now that you've gotten rid of some of the things, you have to get some things and put them back in, right?
I need to eat.
Yeah.
So I met Jacquelyn at the grocery store to learn what I should be putting in my cart instead.
So I just want to look at the big picture of all of this. As a health and wellness practitioner, the first thing I do with all of my clients is, okay, what are we trying to accomplish here? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to lower inflammation? You know, correct your gut health? Or maybe it's just something like, I don't want to be in the kitchen for an hour. I just want to be in there 30 minutes tops. So, you know, I provide recipes to accomplish all of those things. Or you can just do a simple search and figure out what is it that I'm trying to accomplish and then find recipes to support that goal. So that's the first step.
Okay.
Second step is what we did at your house.
Yes.
As you mentioned, I do those assessments with people. So you go in and you figure out, what do I have in my refrigerator, in my pantry that is not serving me and supporting my goals?
Right.
And we get rid of that. The polysorbate 80s, the emulsifiers.
We had some of those, yeah.
Exactly. And then you go through and you replenish. Okay. And then you take your recipes and you take your grocery list and you put everything on there, and then you check and make sure that you are not buying something that you already have.
Right. Check the fridge, check the pantry, make sure you're good. Okay.
Exactly. So when you're done doing that, you come to the grocery store. That's the next step. And I'm actually doing a grocery tour here at the end of February here at Whole Foods. If anyone's interested, you can go to my website, solfoodcollective.com. But anyway, so then you come here with your grocery list, and then the most important list, aside from your grocery list, is this Dirty Dozen and Clean 15 list. The EWG puts out this list every year, and they do updates throughout the year. So basically, anything in the Clean 15 column is safe to buy non-organic because the crop has been tested to have like less than 2% traceable pesticides. Okay. Anything in the Dirty Dozen, you 100% want to buy organic. Okay. And it's listed in order, so the most sprayed crop down to, you know. So and you can actually find this on my website for free too. Bring it with you to the grocery store. Yes, don't forget it.
So one of the first things on my list that I like to get are berries, right? And I saw that strawberries were number one on the Dirty Dozen.
Strawberries are number one on the Dirty Dozen. So we're going to buy organic strawberries. We're going to buy you your organic blueberries because you love the blueberries.
I do.
So these are full of antioxidants. Again, with the dark purple, blue colored fruits.
Yes, the purple and blue is good.
Yes. I love this section. I'm just going to talk about some health benefits of some things. So these collard greens make for excellent wraps. All you do is blanch them, put in some, hummus, some chopped veggies, and make yourself some wraps. These are so good for you. So good. Same, you could do that with the organic red chard as well.
Purple cabbage.
Purple cabbage. We're going to get you some. You can do so much with cabbage. Okay? Then you have your cauliflower. So your celery. Remember I said celery?
You say celery, carrots, and onions. You always have to have on hand, right?
Yep. So your celery, that is on your Dirty Dozen list. So you definitely want to get organic celery. And then kale. This is my favorite. This is a superfood. It is so good for you. So these are actually on our clean list. So you can get away with not buying organic in these.
Maybe save a little bit of money.
Save a little bit of money here, but these are great for those, remember the portobello burgers that we did? So you can get that. You can get this and do a stir fry. You can roast them. I mean, I always have these on hand because they are just so good and so delicious. I love mushrooms. Onions are on the Clean 15 list, You gotta have your garlic, and then ginger. I love having ginger because you can do a dressing, like a simple lemon garlic dressing. Add some ginger, you now have a brand new dressing. So we will give you some of that. And then the avocados, that's on our clean list, Okay, so let's look at this vegan butter over here. You had some butter in your refrigerator. If you wanted to replace it, you could. This Miyoko's is an excellent one, Earth Balance. You have the Bio Life. So you do see there are plenty of options here for you. And now, I want to show everyone where, I think it's down here, where the jackfruit's at. Here they are. So they're next to the maple syrup, and they're with all of the other canned fruits. So here's the jackfruit. This stuff is so great, great meat substitute. So let's go ahead and add that.
And the maple syrup, because you said my syrup was really bad.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Remember?
Get you. Yes. How could I forget?
The maple syrup.
Just gotta get you some organic maple syrup. Okay. So remember the coconut, the soy sauce substitute?
The liquid aminos.
Liquid aminos. So you have your coconut aminos here, and you have your liquid aminos. So whichever one that you want. Your beans.
Yes, we talked about that as well.
I love the Great Northern, the Navy, the Garbanzo. So all of your great bean options here.
Okay. Would the lentils be in this area too?
Yes. How could we forget that? I talk about that constantly. Here are the lentils. I love these guys. The black lentils, you know, are my absolute favorite. But red lentils for dal, amazing. You have your, and then your quinoa.
Got it.
And then dressings.
Yeah, we talked about my dressings
yes,
too.
this is where you can get really hung up. So there's that acid league that I love because it's, you know, really interesting flavors. But here, I really love this Primal Kitchen. I love the Italian dressing. It's so good. Simple ingredients. And then here are your pickles.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
My daughter would be very upset if I didn't come home with pickles.
You gotta get these pickles. So I just wanna show you the ingredient list on this. How clean and simple that is.
Cucumbers, brine, water, distilled vinegar, salt, garlic.
And then you have your vegan mayos here. This is a great alternative to mayonnaise. And then your sauerkraut, perfect for gut health.
Yep.
Don't look to the right. So that, you know, brings us right back around. Super easy breezy.
So I learned a bit.
Yeah, I see. I did too. The purple kale was really eye-opening. I never would have thought about.
Yeah, and I kind of had to quickly go through that part, but as you mentioned, you know, anything with that purple color.
Yes.
So beets too, and the blueberries.
Blueberries,
you
love
know,
blueberries.
and cabbage. So anything that you can get in that color has a lot of antioxidants. It's good for you, inflammation.
I love that list as well. So that helps out a lot. You can kind of shop around a bit, knowing what you can buy that's not organic.
It save yourself maybe a little bit of money there, like the avocados, you know, bananas.
I think the onions maybe were on that list too.
Correct, it was on the clean list too, but you know, my strawberries, and there's a lot on there, and they spray them, and you know, it's just toxins going into your body, you know, that we don't necessarily know about, but so that list is kind of handy, and as she mentioned, she's got it, you can print it off, but to have it with you when you're shopping.
So how was that for you? Because I've run into you at the grocery store.
You have,
a few times, actually. How was that for you to go and shop and have someone kind of like coach you through that process?
Yeah, it was nice, and I will say that she says, you know, you should shop the perimeter of the grocery store, so because that's your fresh, you know, produce and things like that. So I feel like I was already doing that. At least, you know, mostly shopping the perimeter, only getting a couple of things from the pantry section. But yeah, I might pick something up and she'd be like, oh, what are you doing?
Right. Just deviate to the right a little bit.
Yeah, maybe not that. And looking at the labels, like she said, the polysorbates and the emulsifiers and the dyes.
Right.
You know, you don't necessarily realize it until you look at that label and go, oh, that probably doesn't sound like something that I should be putting in my body.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And as she mentioned, she's hosting a tour at the end of the month. So if you want to go along with her, she'd be happy to have you.